Hi everyone, we are Titos of the World, and I'm Jericho.
I'm Macoycoy.
I'm BP.
Hi, Nolan.
And this is Titos of the World Presents, the podcast. This week we are presenting our friend, reactorist, editorist, one of the two of the Filipino reacts.
Yeah, this was a fun podcast to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect to learn so much, and also double lives. Double lives.
The double
Yeah.
life though.
MI2 is shaking.
Not a double life. Multiple double lives.
Double life.
Multiple.
Oh,
Right.
and the way
Okay.
the travel, the amount of traveling.
No, the dedication of this person is really,
In fact,
Yes,
really like it's at work. Yeah.
yeah.
and
Dedication to family, dedication to work, and the work ethic also that comes with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's
I need
Now,
to learn
now
so
we could.
so early.
Yeah. Now we know why he's like that. Like he developed
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Work ethic.
I mean,
yeah.
his disc is showing literally.
That's
That
hard.
part.
That's hard. It's the eye for me. It's the eye.
It's
for
the
me.
I, the capital letter I. That's what.
Mm-hmm.
That part. But yeah, someone that we've known for almost a year and just got a information. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Are they?
I think they were the third. No, he was the third reaction video that I ran into when I was like watching YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. Yeah. He was. Well, the channel was also the gateway for me to other.
We met on their channel, we did.
Right. Yes. That's
We
right.
met on their
Yeah.
channel. Oh, it was a crazy night.
Right.
You know,
Oh yeah,
I
they
remember-
organized. I forgot.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
discovered it out of the blue, and I was like, oh, let me see what they're doing, and I spent
Mhm.
5 hours there.
Mhm.
The normal time, 5 hours apparently.
It's the standard.
Right.
It's the standard.
I mean,
Mhm.
if we could do this live are you ready, McCoy, for 5 hours of live?
Sorry, Macoycoy and I are tired. We did it not that long ago. We cannot do it again. We cannot do it again. My God.
I can't do 5 a.m. anymore. Like the day before to 5 a.m. the next day. I no.
Yeah.
But I think the way that he puts his work in it is amazing, especially when he does like music videos. That
Mhm.
he just takes me away. Just
I mean, at the time of us recording this, he's busy working on something again.
Yeah.
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
Gotta be-
Mhm.
Non-stop.
It's
inspiration
out already.
hits.
Yeah.
When inspiration hits, he just goes for it. And
Which-
I love
which-
that.
And I think that's great because the way that he can put out content and just like done.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
so
always
good.
amazing content.
Yeah, it
He puts
is.
stuff out there, and I love that.
And here's the deal. And here's the thing. I'm just like amazed by how much views they get. Wasn't it like recently it hit like
2 million.
2 million?
2 million for the year.
That's like that is mind blowing.
It
2
is. It really
million.
is. They are really doing the thing. They're doing the thing. And I
Okay.
love that for them. I love that they are just growing day by
Yeah.
day.
Mhm.
And it's
This-
all in the numbers.
The amount of stuff they put out, like pretty much every day, you get notification every day. Oh, Canton Rex reacted to this,
If
this,
not
this,
twice a
this.
day.
Hmm.
Mhm.
thrice
Sometimes
today.
twice. Yeah.
Well, just think about it. Today alone, he just put out
Yeah.
a
He
music
just put out
video.
something. He just put out
Yep.
something. It's like,
Yep.
okay. And trust me, later today we're getting another notification.
Oh, it's a premiere. It's a premiere. So
Which will be like
Yeah.
which will be like 3 o'clock our time. BP, are you ready to wake up?
I'll probably be asleep. I'll probably be sleeping still.
You can wake up for a snack, BP. Wake up for a snack.
have a snack.
That's a 3
I
a.m.
can't take it
snack.
right now. I can't take it right now.
So yeah,
All right.
we had a blast.
I know it was. It was such.
And I can't
know.
wait for you guys to listen and to hear about conversation went, because it's really you'll know a person really. Like you thought you know him already. No,
Yeah.
you'll find out
There's-
new stuff about him.
New content. New
Not
content.
to steal a quote, but you think you know, but you have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That part.
So shall we?
Michelle?
All right.
Okay. So here we go, everyone. Titos the World presents Kent Clark. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome, Kent.
Hi. Hello.
Okay.
Look at you all smiling and whatnot.
You're so
Okay.
fresh. My God.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. We're talking
You
to
know.
the one and only Ken Clark.
I know.
CKC.
Oh, CKC.
You can see in the house, y'all.
What up?
On the
what up?
chair.
On the chair. That.
I know.
I'm dead.
I'm so dead.
Yes. So Kent, first question. You ready?
Oh, okay, yeah. We're going straight into it, huh? Okay.
This sounded like a
stress,
game
no
show or something.
Okay. So wait, who is Kent outside of YouTube channel or YouTube world?
I mean, I'm here in New Jersey, born and raised. Let's see, a lot of my family's in the Philippines right now, and only my intermediate family's here with me. I'm first generation Phil Am over here, so the first in my family to be born in America. Yeah, Phil Am represent. What up? I don't know. I'm pretty transparent. What you see online and on YouTube, that's literally me. I don't have the time to pretend. So, like, if you're personality-wise, joking-wise, I mean, in this podcast, the way you're going to hear me is literally how I'm going to sound in YouTube and literally how I sound in real life.
Not bad.
In Zoom.
What you see is what you get.
And Zoom, and Zoom, and
No.
Hulu, and everything. Like, literally.
Literally all the platforms that you can ever.
That. And soon, oh my gosh, and I'm going to be on Spotify thanks to the Titos. Wow, Mom, I made it.
I mean, the Grammys are shaking right now. The Grammys are.
Miss You is shaking, but we're not going to talk about that. So.
That's the tea already starting. Okay. All right. Second question, Kent. Pre-pandemic, can you tell us more about what you do and what was your job and how you got into that?
Yeah. So I went to school, did a 5-year program with 3 co-op internships that lasted 6 months each. I went to Drexel University in Philadelphia. Thankfully, graduated with my mechanical engineering degree. And because of my co-op internships, I realized that. So for my first one, I worked with the fire department in Philadelphia. Well, like a sub part of the fire department where they did like the analyzing and I don't know, it was a lot something. And then I worked for Boeing for my second internship. And then,
wait, Boeing?
Yeah, I worked for Boeing. The aircraft.
I got triggered. We stand.
Not BB like airplanes. The aircraft.
Hello, airplanes. I heard Boeing.
Like boing.
Yeah. And then for my third internship, I worked for the Philadelphia Water Department. And through those internships, I realized, wow, I kind of don't want to do engineering. Sorry, Mom. So
why do I relate to that? Why do I relate to that?
Because you do PP. The difference is we're just different generations. So you had to stay to your path, and I was able to stay away from mine.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
But it's okay. It's fine. You can still do your thing. That's why he's doing Titos of the World now and being a podcasterist and a foodierist and a YouTuberist, a reactorist. Like he's killing it. But yeah, so like I said, I didn't want to do engineering. So I did a lot of things on campus. I was very active. I did a lot of leadership roles as well, and like I even like directed like a culture show and like that had like a script and a play and dancing and music, and like I was co-director for 70 members at the time for a Filipino org. And so through this experience in college, I was like, you know what, maybe I can do something else. Maybe let me just try it. So I ended up actually working for a sales and marketing firm when I graduated from college, and it was a really cool experience. Got to dress up in suits every day, and like I learned how to like sell myself, but not in the way like a stripper or a prostitute, but like, but like really like get people to buy me before they like buy whatever like we were promoting or selling at the time. Yeah, you know. That's why I have such a dashing personality now. So
I'm dead. Your eye is showing.
My eye is really showing. Not my disc showing. But yeah, I eventually got promoted to the human resources side of the company, and eventually became human resources manager for a branch that opened up back where I lived again in New Jersey. So I was like, oh, this works out because I've been wanting to come back to New Jersey. There's a lot of things that have been happening on personally with my family that required me to be home every weekend. So I was traveling back and forth from Philly and New Jersey like every weekend.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy experience because I remember there were times where when I was still living in New Jersey and I had started the job in Philly, I would like wake up at 5 a.m. and then I wouldn't get back home until 12 midnight. And I do it all over again every day, which is why I think I developed such a strong work ethic and a whole like no excuse mentality, because I'm like, I went through the worst already. Like, so if I'm just doing YouTube and doing my own thing, it's like 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours by train, yeah.
A day.
Yeah, a day. Yeah, so, but like, I guess I proved to myself that I was a very committed person. If I really wanted to do something and set my mind to it, I will do it. And, which is why I think things always worked out for me in a way that I'm very thankful it did. Because like I said, I never expected them to open up a branch here in New Jersey that will allow me to move back to help my family and everything. And I was the human resources manager for a few years there until the pandemic. And then I got laid off and I was like, I'm not coming back.
Not you saying this.
Yeah, I was like, nope. Bye. I was like, you know what? I think this is a sign that I need to leave. So I'm gonna just do it.
All right. So now we know you've done so many things and are still doing so many things. One being editing. What brought you into editing?
So actually, editing was a skill I like started to develop as a hobby when I was in like 7th or 8th grade in middle school. Yeah. My friend, who's not my friend anymore, kind of got me into it, and I there was like a craze at the time in old school YouTube where people would make anime music video edits. So I watched anime all the time, like typical little Asian boy I was, and I used to make edits and upload them onto YouTube. So that was actually my first YouTube channel that I ever had back in like 2006.
Do you still have the channel?
No.
Yeah. Oh,
no, because there was a lot of, before like YouTube ironed out a lot of the copyright stuff that like people are able to bypass nowadays.
Yes.
Because before there wasn't monetization, there wasn't like you could use our content if we put ads and we'll take the money kind of thing. So you could still like have your content up or whatnot. There wasn't none of that back then. So if you had a copyright issue, you got a strike. And so I got 3 strikes and my YouTube account got deleted.
Oh no.
But it wasn't as harsh as it is now with the strictness, because you could overturn it easier back then. But I kind of neglected my YouTube channel when I started college. So I didn't know that I got 3 strikes until one day I logged back in and saw it was gone. So yeah. So I think that was like one of my first lessons, where it's kind of like, even though I focus on school, don't like neglect the other things that were important to you. Kind of thing. Well, that was a hard lesson to learn. And I was like, oh my god, because back then we all had usernames. So mine was Filipino Kid 264. What up? You know. Shout out to all the Asian BB girls, XOXO, crazy Asian girl, you know, like Filipino basketball X3 boy, like, you know, shout out to all of those. Mine was Filipino Kid 264. What up? and you know, we didn't like, you know, share each other's Facebooks or pictures or anything back then, because we thought we'd be kidnapped. So we all knew it was a community of anime music video editors with no face name, and we just knew each other by usernames. And I was really well known at the time. Filipino Kid 264 was well known at the time for editing Kingdom Hearts music videos.
Oh, okay. Kingdom Hearts.
And one of my edits actually won in a contest that I submitted in 2009. First place in the drama portion. It is on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But
we will.
But yeah, I was part of this like elite community of well-known Kingdom Hearts editors by username. So that's, I guess, like a really like cool fact about me from me back in the day. But that's how I really got into editing. I just like developed a love for editing as a hobby, and I just continually just like built on it for the past like decade or so. I don't know how many years it's been, 14 years?
And now your edits are getting hundreds and thousands of views.
Right?
Yeah.
Millions.
No, I mean per video.
Per video.
Per video.
Yeah.
Put it all together. Millions.
Stop. Thank
Deserve.
Yeah.
Onto, you mentioned a friend that you let go of. Onto a current friend. How did you meet the lovely Christine?
So okay, talk about another secret double life. So
I think I know this.
Double life.
I just had so many double lives back then, guys. So back in 2013,
are you James Bond?
I was trying to remember. Not James Bond. I'm dead. I was co-founder for the American fan base of K-pop group Infinite. So shout out to all my K-pop fans out there. Back then, Infinite was one of the biggest boy bands in K-pop at the time, and they were like my absolute favorite. I was really into K-pop since 2008, 2009, and by 2014, I think, is when I helped co-found the official American fan base of Infinite. So we collabed with like fan bases throughout the world, and even had like gifts that we would present to the members of Infinite. We would do birthday projects. We would collect letters from people from around the world and compile them and put them in videos. Or even when they came for a world tour in New York, we prepared videos from fans around the world and put it on a USB flash drive. We also had 2 giant books for them. One full of letters from fans around the world, and the other book had artwork from fans around the world of them, and we were able to give it to them. And it actually got featured in one of their variety shows in Korea. Actually, the book, which was really awesome. They just showed a clip of the books and stuff and everything. But Christine was one of the admins that we hired onto the team, because she also her and her mom also absolutely loved Infinite.
Oh, Tita.
Before BTS and the Untamed, it was Infinite. It was really Infinite before BTS and the Untamed.
The OGs,
the OGs for reals. So, so I was still in college. She had already started working, and we found out that we were really close to each other here in New Jersey. So we collabed on making those projects happen as well. But eventually, when the K-pop group just went inactive, we also went inactive. And I didn't really talk to Christine anymore. But it wasn't due to anything bad. It was just we kind of were doing our own things. And then 7 years later, it was actually through one of my Together music video edits that I posted on Facebook, the YouTube link. She had commented saying, "Oh my gosh, this episode of Together," because it was the penultimate with Pam. Shout out to Pam.
Your fave.
And yes, and literally that Pam. A side note, that Pam episode left me bedridden for 3 days. I could not. and I look back on it, I'm like, Kent, you're so pathetic. Really? I'm watching things that are literally killing me, and I'm bawling my eyes out, and then I'm over here being Tyne's crying in the bathroom, and I can't get up for 3 days. Calm down. But yeah, so that's how me and Christine connected again, because we needed to release our feelings about this Together episode that fucked us up.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we we started talking about Together, and then I introduced to her other shows Until We Meet Again, Love by Chance, and we would watch it on Zoom together, and we were we're kind of funny. So, we're kind of funny, I think. So maybe we should start reaction. And we actually didn't expect anyone to watch us. So if you see our Game Boys videos, we look like shit. The globe is hella real a year later. But we absolutely looked like shit. And then people were watching us and commenting, and we're like, I think we kind of need to look better. Oh my god. So, and I it's one of those things that I wish I could delete, but I can't, because everyone knows about the Game Boys videos. I can't just kind of toss it away into the archives and pretend it never existed. So.
Oh Lord. Okay. Speaking of reaction videos, because my supposed question was how did you guys get into the reaction game? But you already told us how. Oh. But let me rephrase the question. On all of your reaction videos, can you list down at least 2 or your favorite reaction videos and why?
Yes. Obviously, In Between. Hello.
We don't know that.
I wonder why.
Oh my god, wait.
Who?
Love of My Life, Miguel Villases.
Oh,
Hi, man.
My love confessions on the internet anyway, so who cares? He knows.
That part.
So whatever.
It's on YouTube. It's on Kumu. It's on Twitter.
Twitter, everywhere.
Yeah.
76
And
of
I still can't get over the way that he named you Kentoden for some reason.
For my alter account. Yep, thanks to him. That's my alter Kumu account when I need a second one. So.
Oops, that was the moment.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
That was the moment.
Wait, what episode on In Between is your favorite?
My favorite one? Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, I would have to say probably the last one. Man, did I cry like a bitch. Oh my god. And then also episode 4. Shut up. Also episode 4 actually. That one made me cry like a bitch. That was a really good one. And I think it was because of In Between that like we started having like longer commentary. Because I guess we got more, because of In Between, we felt more comfortable like talking about like the aftermath and like kind of guessing what's gonna happen next and everything, that it just kind of flowed naturally. And we were like basically like, I mean, you guys saw we were like the international ambassadors In Between pretty much.
Yeah.
And Miguel Villasias, well, me. But okay, so
Mixed
Nation.
Mixed Nation. There you go. Mixed Nation.
Okay, so In Between, second reactions, I would have to say GSP. Oof, GSP.
Oh, not Macoycoy.
Yeah, that one.
You know
that
that. Oof. Because the way, actually, GSP wasn't going to be one of those things that we were going to watch. We had already locked in like the 5 shows we were going to watch that season, that wave. And then we saw like the 5-second teaser and we're like, maybe we could add a 6th one. Let's just do it. So we did. And little did we know that this rom-com, the
rom-com.
The rom-com. Little did we know that this rom-com was going to wreck me in the end and really hit on LGBTQIA plus community issues that really hit home and made me, oh my gosh. And it made me closer to Christine in a way, because it allowed me to just kind of be more open to it. And it also, she's watched so many BL shows prior to it, and this was the one show that like helped her really solidify her stance as an ally. I mean, she's always been an ally, but it's like she just like for the first time was able to understand the pain that empathized with the pain that the gay community would go through, like, because she like, and it was just a beautiful discussion that we had with tears. I mean, you all saw it. So.
Yeah, definitely.
We were there when you were premiering.
Nolan drove home and like came on Zoom and was like, "I'm crying with you too."
We were a mess.
Oh, we were a mess. We cried more watching the reaction than the actual episode.
The actual episode, yeah.
Yeah. But it was a beautiful ending, a beautiful discussion.
It was. TSP season 2, please. Thank you.
Manifest.
Now.
We need to go fund me. Let us know.
Yeah, just send us a link. We'll go to it.
And then last one, I would say. Ooh, okay, this is tough. Which would be my last one? I would say either Benix Gym or We Best Love, because Benix Gym, like, I've never seen. I fucking enjoyed reacting with Christine to Benix Gym because the way she was getting pissed off and throwing chanelas and hangers everywhere. Her reaction was so funny. At one point, she even pointed the chanelas at me, and was like,
No.
And I was just like, not you pointed the chanelas at me. I was like, I'm not pointing it at you. I'm pointing it at the situation. And I'm like, okay. I'm sorry. It was just so funny. But also, like, We Best Love, like, I'm gonna give a shout out to Nolan, like, not Nolan saving my channel. Like, Like, because, well, like, that's a little dramatic, but like he did like reinvigorate like me and Christine wanting to like actually watch BLs because the fourth wave, if it was a fourth wave, the fifth wave,
It's a
3.5 wave,
It's a drought.
yeah, it was
The drought.
dry, very bad. It was just bad. So like I
Wait a minute. Let me.
Not gossiping on y'all's water.
Please endorse.
Come
Please, Pepsi endorse, please. Endorse.
Hydration Nation, what up?
Hydration
Yes.
And so Nolan's my recommendation manager. So
Oh my god.
He is.
yes. He even was like, "Hey, I'm not sure if your WeTV is working yet," the other day, and was like, "But there's this new show that like you might want to consider reacting to." Like, you are the best.
All I'm saying is Jericho and Mark, y'all watched Beloved in House. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You guys need to watch that. I need you guys to watch that.
Okay.
I need you guys to watch.
Ooh, I'm excited. Now.
Yes, go manager.
Oh my god.
For my question, since you've watched a lot of BL series, what do you think? Or what did you learn about yourself and about BLs in general?
Ooh.
Miss Universe questions are shaking.
That is a good one. Yes.
After watching these series.
Let me see. I guess it showed, and I guess I'm more talking about like GSP because that was really like a really huge thing that showed me like I should be content with how things are.
Yes. Agree.
I like grew up thinking like I'm confident in myself. I don't give a shit about other people's opinions and whatnot. Like, I mean, I wasn't always like that, but I developed tough skin to reach that point. But and I was always like content with the fact that like if you ask me, like I'll tell you I'm gay. But if you're like, but otherwise it's like kind of none of your business. Kind of thing, and it like you could, and I was like, if you want to make assumptions from me about me, I don't really care either because it's not going to stop who I am and what I act as a person. So I always like, and like watching, I was always like that, and I thought like that was the way to go, But then GSP
was
really, and Lovely was okay, and I was fine, but GSP really showed me. In the last two eps especially that like I shouldn't have to settle for anything less than that. Like why am I content in settling for something that straight couples just have naturally? They don't have to worry about while I have to adjust. And that really was opening to me that I think usually we look at BLs as a way to educate, the straight community and other communities or even like ourselves
in the community,
in the community of different of other sexual orientations. But I never really expected a BL to educate me about my own sexual orientation as well, and I was like, this is how BL should be, instead of the whole typical stuff that we saw with with the toxic and all that stuff. Like I look for more of BLs with a purpose now. So I think that's like what it really. I think it's self-worth basically. We matter. Yeah. That's what they showed me.
You are valid.
That.
Oh, love that. He also has done so much for us. And funny enough, you have also done a lot through your love for BL. and last year being one of the founders of the Boys Love Project, which raised over 1 million Filipino pesos.
Yeah.
And that was dope. I want to know just about your experience at that time, what you were going through, how you were feeling, just
How did it
all
come
around.
about?
How was it for you? Just the experience of that.
I remember when I first heard about like what was going on with the typhoons in the Philippines, it like made me very, very, very sad. You know, I never thought that I could be in a position where I could like actually make a difference. You know, and honestly, I think it started with a conversation with Jason, Christine. I think you were there, Nolan. And there was like some other people.
Yeah.
And we were trying to think of a way where we can make sure that we can do something for the people in the Philippines that has a return on investment, that we see like they're getting something. Like, and we have a receipt of that, but also we'll be able to we'll be able to give them something like that they could need now. like it wouldn't be enough for me and Christine to be like, let's send them like boxes of shit because it's gonna take a month, and by that time they already went through the typhoon, you know. So I don't know how we developed it, but then we were like, maybe we could leverage a way to use our connections in the BL community, such as like with the BL actors and the production companies that we knew, to create a fundraiser that would raise enough money for us to give to the typhoon victims in the Philippines. And our target goal wasn't Filipinos. Our targets were everyone else outside of the Philippines, because the Philippines is going through the shit, and my mentality was Philippines shouldn't have to fundraise for the Philippines. Like, it would make more sense for everyone else in the world to fundraise for the Philippines. And also on top of that, our currency exchange for most countries outside of the Philippines ends up giving them more pesos than if they were to raise it internally themselves, because of the way the currency exchange was.
The exchange rate,
exchange rate. So there were a lot of benefits with that type of plan. The next step was trying to see how to entice, how to get like these international people to donate. And we were like, I guess we could do like video greetings. Maybe if we could get like actors to commit to video greetings. And so we were like, okay, well, I'm sure In Between would have no problem. Boys Locked In would have no problem. Maybe we could talk to GSP. And I'm sure MEO would not have an issue at the time. No one's looking at me like I knew what word you were gonna say. But we actually contacted other reactors that wanted to be part of this fundraiser. One of them being Sid from the BL Bros, Shidoni Studios on YouTube.
Studio
Shidoni on YouTube. And he also had connections in the industry. So with our combined efforts, and also thanks to Sir Darwin from Ticket to Me as well for lending his platform for us to fundraise the money. We were at the end able to get, I believe, 70 actors from 15 to 16 different BL shows at the time. Including a dog. And I made sure I worked hard to get the video greeting from Laksa. So I came in 5th. So top 5, you know. I was able to get the greeting. But I think like the experience was amazing. Never did we think we would get 1 million pesos in gross fundraise for the Philippines. We actually didn't even realize how big of a deal it was until like producers from other companies came up to us saying that like these are things that like only ABS-CBN could do, like big company could do. But like you guys
on TV, if I may add, on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were like, but you were able to get this amount of money, and I think it was one, the strategy behind it, like getting the international people involved, and two, a lot of thanks to the BL community, because it was the BL community was like the backbone of making it happen, and like pouring their hearts out for the victims in the Philippines. It really showed like how strong the LGBTQIA+ community can be, and we really made a statement in a place in the Philippines where it's not widely accepted yet. It was such an awarding experience because I feel like we all won, and we also did something good. Like no one, like as much as you hate homophobic people, as much as you hate homos or gay people or whatever, it's like that one moment that we can have saying, you can't say shit about us. Like you're going to bash us for raising 1 million pesos for the flood victims in the Philippines.
Yeah, try it.
Try it. Because you're gonna sound like an idiot even if you're a homophobe. And people like agree with you.
That's hard.
Oh, that was really a great moment. The end of the year. Just a great
Nolan got like 12 videos.
Oh my god. I work smart and hard.
You know how it is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, that's time for the fun portion. Jericho?
I know. Yes. So the next 4 questions, each of us have a relationship with each category. So for me, my category is TV shows. So you already know BP is food and,
What else?
That's like a given. It's on the name.
It's a given, right?
It's on the name.
I love it.
So for me, it's TV shows. What currently are you watching other than BLs? Like any TV shows that you're into right now and you're excited for it?
I don't think I am, actually. I'm on Kumu. I watch Kumu.
I mean, if Kumu could be a TV show, it could be.
Yeah.
We already know where he always goes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, y'all know that I'm on Mix's Live, so.
That part.
Front and center on her throne. I'm here, everybody. Let me give a man a channel too.
It's actually funny. Every time I go drop by at Migs' channel, I always say first, not hi to Migs. Hi, Kent.
That is very true. Because I'm always there.
We know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I will say that like if I did watch TV, I would always have Food Network. I would always watch it.
Oh, that's right.
I love Food Network.
See? There you go.
GP feeling that also.
Not you connecting.
I'm feeling that.
Okay, so for my one, I think I'm gonna ask it a different way. Because my one's movies. What was your most memorable movie that you've watched when you were a kid?
Oh God, this is gonna sound so bad.
What?
And it's not gonna be for the reason that you're going to think of it initially. But Coyote Ugly. But it's not because. But it's not because.
I'm weak.
But it's not.
Please explain yourself.
Because, listen, as a kid, no way in hell did I know that this whole movie was about dancing at a bar and earning money, and like the way I didn't even understand why the dad was upset at his daughter, even because I was like, she ain't doing anything wrong. She's just working, you know, and like trying to live her life. but I really loved Can't Fight the Moonlight. Like that was my fucking
that
and
song
that was my jam.
Wait,
And
that's Leanne Rhymes, wasn't it?
right, yeah,
Right.
she was also part of the movie at the end, I think.
yes,
Yeah.
And like
She was
she
singing it,
and it was like because like the person was like the lead was like the writer of that song.
a writer, yeah, she's a songwriter, yeah.
Yeah.
But I absolutely like love that song. And you know, back then we didn't have like LimeWire or like Spotify or whatnot. And so Coyote Ugly was which they reran all the time, was like the one way I could listen to that song. So damn straight I watched that whole movie. Just to box Can't Fight the Moonlight. To later find out that it was definitely not a movie I should have been watching as a kid.
That's definitely memorable.
I also loved it as a kid. Same reason as you, funny enough. That's because I love Lemon. Speaking of music, my category. And I like to make my question a little more fun. If you could dedicate any American English
Oh my God.
love song and not Hero, what would it be?
And please sing it a bit.
Oh yeah.
Sample.
Not the sample. I mean, you're talking about like Mix, right?
Is there any other mix?
The one
I mean, yeah, is there any other one?
No, there isn't. It's only Miguel Villas's. Oh my God, no more that.
Not us going like this.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Oh, and you want a sample? Okay. So, I mean, this song has been stuck in my head lately, and I guess it would be like a love song.
I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
Yeah, me too. Hold on.
Oh my
me too.
God.
Hold on.
Sample.
Oh God. All right. I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you'll know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. You'll feel it in my kiss. I'm crazy for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, did he sing this in one of his lives recently?
He did, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crazy for him, so.
Ooh, you made a sip on that straw.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Okay, my question is regarding food, of course, but I'm gonna follow Nolan's footsteps. I'm gonna ask this.
Oh God, not you following in my footsteps.
No.
That's dangerous.
My question was supposed to be like, what is your favorite food that you could recommend to everybody? But because Nolan mentioned Migs, I'm gonna ask you, if you guys meet each other, what food are you gonna cook for him and why?
Should I mute myself again?
Oh, here we go.
Wow, wait, guys. What would I cook him? I mean, to be honest, it'll be like anything that I'll cook for him. Like whatever he wants, I will put the effort into learning, even and cooking it, and like I'll like obviously put my whole heart into it. So
that part.
Ken is lying. Ken's gonna take him to the buffet.
I'm dead. No.
Or go to the Korean barbecue. You know.
No, he said cook. You said cook, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
I can't cook him a buffet.
I mean, you could.
I mean, I could, but
I mean, that's
I mean, if I really had to choose, maybe I'll learn how to cook Biko Express because that's his favorite. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
the
Love
tea. Okay,
Love that.
okay. Biko Express.
Mhm.
Got that.
Oh, and
Okay.
I have a recipe for
knows
that if
your
you want one. I can
favorite.
send it to you.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Thanks, VP.
maybe you
Good
guys can learn to
afternoon,
cook it
VP.
together.
Oh yeah, that's a good concept.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Definitely.
my god. This is really the final question already.
It
Yes,
is, and I'm so
final
sad.
Wow.
I can't
We're
believe it's the final
enjoying this
question.
interview.
Yeah, this was great, guys.
Oh, this is so sad. It's already over. I can't believe it. Oh. I guess I'll just ask the last question.
Right.
Not you being
Oh
a
my
diva
God,
like
so
that.
fucking dramatic. I can't stand you being this dramatic.
You reminded me of.
Ate Judith Espiritu, is that what it is? No.
Not my summoning pool. I can't.
Okay, so what advice would you give a person who's just starting or an upcoming reactor or editor?
Like me.
Like us.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of work. So I think one, you need to evaluate why you want to do it. One. And then two, make sure you'll actually enjoy it. If you're not gonna enjoy it, at least find people to enjoy it with and go on the journey with. Otherwise, you're going to treat it like a chore and then feel stressed about having to do this thing and put something up and do this reactor thing, and you're just gonna end up not enjoying and having a fun time. So I think it's more like it's easy to start a YouTube channel, but it's hard to grow a YouTube channel.
Oh.
And I think it's more like what do you want out of the YouTube channel, and why do you want to do it is really, really important.
Yeah.
So I would think about like the whys and see if like really like dig deep into yourself and be like, can you actually do it before actually doing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ken, again, thank you very much
Yeah.
for
This was
accepting our
amazing.
invitation and
I
joining
know.
us with this podcast because it's such a fun experience. I love it. Thank you.
No, of course.
I know. You know, even though we've always see each other through Zoom and all that, it's like it's so refreshing and it's so amazing to actually get to know you.
Yeah.
Of you, who you are outside of the
Yeah.
you know the different platforms that we see you in. So it's
And
really, really good. So thank you so
did that.
much.
You've lived.
No, of course. Thank you
Double
for
live.
having me. This was super fun. I will totally be down to do it again for like a season
Oh,
2
yay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Season 2.
You know,
Just let me know whenever. Yeah, you know.
True.
And 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
Well,
and
until we get
Oh,
some,
oh.
you know, Pepsi, you know.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I was thinking about
Sponsors.
it. But yes, thank you so much for being here. I learned a lot about you
Pre-YouTube years, yes.
pre-BL years.
Mm-hmm.
You've lived double lives.
Right now.
multiple of them.
multiple.
You've been a faceless name online. Love
Yeah.
that.
Actually, speaking
The
of
second person
that,
is shaking.
my current YouTube account, that's Kent Clark. Like, it was originally my backup account for my old, like it was like my second account that I made at the time when I thought like my original YouTube channel would be to get deleted, my Filipino Kid 264. And the way I will never live this down, because even though I changed the username to Kent Clark, and I changed the URL to Kent Clark, people can sometimes just copy and paste the link and it will show up as Filipino Kid AMV.
Oh.
So if you like, those Game Boys reactors compilations and stuff that like the Review Boys did and Gus did before like I even like we like interacted with them. Whenever I saw my YouTube link, I wanted to scream because it was Filipino Kid AMV. You can literally every single compilation video just check their channel. Look at the description and you will see Filipino Kid AMV. Even the rewatch Game Boys that we did with Sean at Synergetic, I think that's how you say it, on their channel yesterday. I looked in the description because he put my link there and it said Filipino Kid AMV, and I'm like, no!
I'm dead.
So it will forever.
Amazing.
It's gonna be stuck with you forever. That's
Forever, Filipino kids. What's up, my Pinoy basketball X3? Like, let's go, girl, 267.
No, I can't. Oh my God! Got Christine wondering why was this search on our account?
I'm dead. A lot of the times, I'm like Christine is just the one that kind of goes crazy on her Twitter account. And then I'm just like, always like, who are these accounts that we follow now? Like, she followed all these BTS accounts and Jungkook GIF accounts and Sam Yu accounts from We Best Love. And I was like, okay. And so so whenever I scroll to the timeline, I just copy the link and send it there. You'd be like, oh, she's gonna die. Let me just send it over.
There you go. I love that. Oh, but yeah, this is amazing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Kent. Thanks, you.
Kent.
Yeah.
And beginning to voting.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was exciting. Learning so much about Kent. It's so good to know a friend outside of YouTube and the way people will get to know just a small glimpse of his life is so good. Such an amazing first generation Filipino American reactorist and editorist.
All right, we hope you enjoyed listening into this podcast, this episode, and we hope you enjoyed learning more about Kent.
Don't forget to watch the latest reaction videos and music video edits from Kent's channel, and make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell.
Yes, and last but most certainly not least, make sure that you follow the Titos on wherever you're listening to this podcast or watching actually. Also make sure that you follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing upcoming content.
Well, until next time, thank you and ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, bye.